Pisces, welcome to Seraphinite Vision. This is your reading for the week of the 21st to the 27th of February. Now, we're going to look at the beginning of, well, actually, we're going to look at the overall energy of the week to start with. Let's have a look at your overall energy for this week. All right, we have Eight of Pentacles. So that is very much work sort of energy. That is very much work focused sort of energy. But we also have working on yourself there as well. Okay, I'm just going to pull a couple more cards to clarify what this overall energy could be. Please clarify this energy. Yeah, I feel like this is like working on yourself, working on what is important in your life. Yep, we have the Queen of Cups. That is also your energy. We have the Wheel. This is like taking charge of your life. And we have the Page of Cups. That's calling in your wishes, calling in your desires. So very much focused on working on you, which I think is a beautiful thing, Pisces. So let's have a look. Right, Pisces, tell me about the beginning of your week. How will your beginning of this week go? Yep, so once again, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is very much giving and receiving energy, but I feel like this is more giving to yourself. You tend to neglect yourself, Pisces, and I feel like this is very much a week for you to take care of you for once. All right, tell me about the middle of the week for Pisces. Tell me about the middle of the week for Pisces. Okay, so we had two cards. We have the Four of Swords and we have the Hangman. So once again, I feel like this is you taking time out to look after you, to look after yourself. All right, tell me about the end of the week for Pisces. Tell me about the end of the week for Pisces. All right, we have two cards again. We have three cards. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Two of Cups, and we have the Three of Wands. So even though the Two of Cups can represent love, and for some of you this could be dealing with a love that you need to let go of, but I feel like for a lot of you, once again, this is about you healing yourself, letting go of burdens, focusing on your own energy, walking away from things that no longer serve you, and just focusing on healing. So there's very much a healing type energy for you this week. Now let's look at your challenges. What are the challenges for Pisces this week? What are the challenges? Getting these all mixed up. What are the challenges for Pisces? All right, so once again, we have the Five of Pentacles, and that came out in reverse. So this is about, once again, recovering. This is about fortune after difficulty. This is about just having hope again and having that renewal. Like it's in this image, it is winter, and then after winter is the spring, and we can start to see the flowers are starting to bloom and things are starting to brighten up. You know, things are starting to happen again. So there's that feeling of hope. So your challenge this week is keeping that hope and getting past that fortune after difficulty, finding that happiness again. Okay, let's look at pathways. So let's look at pathways that you can go down this week. Let's look at pathway number one. What is pathway number one? Pathway number one is very much still in your head, so going back to that anxiety that you've been feeling in the past, going back to that sadness, that depression. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. What is pathway number two for Pisces? What is pathway number two? Well, pathway number two is you finding your energy, you finding your strength, and you empowering yourself. So we have two completely contrasting pathways here. One is very much stuck in your head and one is empowering yourself. All right, what is the positives of going down pathway number one? What is the positives of going down pathway number one? Okay, dealing with this pain, dealing with this heartache, dealing with this struggle could actually eventually lead to your ultimate happiness. Now that sounds a bit unusual. However, once you deal with that pain, once you go through that heartbreak, and we're going to clarify with the Ten of Cups, you could actually be, yeah, once you walk away from this, once you walk away from what no longer serves you, you could lead to the 10 of Cups and also finding your power. Because, and just to clarify again, we have the 10 of Cups again down the bottom. So this is going to definitely, and you see it heading this way, you have the 8 of Cups followed by the Queen of Wands, where you find your strength, and that strength is going to then lead to the 10 of Cups. So once you find yourself, and once you get your strength back up, and once you start embracing who you are and being the powerful person that you are, you will lead to your 10 of Cups situation. So beautiful energy there that you are going to be heading towards. Now let's look at pathway number 2. What is the positives of heading down pathway number 2? Pathway number 2, we have the Page of Wands, which is really interesting because we did have the Queen of Wands on this side, and this is a similar type of energy. It is a bit of a lesser energy, but once again, this is like a fresh start, a new beginning, a feeling of empowerment as well. Now, please clarify. Yeah, so this is like you finding your strength in yourself. So either way, you are eventually going to find yourself in your element. You are going to find your strength, and you're going to have lots of choices as well. And if this is a romantic thing that you are getting over, there's also going to be love coming towards you as well. And I feel like there's love on either side. So either way, there is happiness. All right, what is the negatives for going down pathway number 1? What is the negatives? All right, well, that makes sense, because this is about having that internal conflict, having that discord, having that disconnect. And if you're, the other problem is if you're in that state of mind for too long, if you get stuck in that state of mind, you could be stuck in there for a while, and eventually people may walk away from you, and you may find it very hard to reconnect with the world again. So just be aware of holding on to that pain for too long, longer than what it needs to be. Okay, what about the negatives for pathway number 2? What are the negatives for pathway number 2? Okay, so we have the Moon. To me, Moon is about not dealing with your emotions. So we have this strength here, and the strength is really great and wonderful, but by holding on to this strength and by doing this strength, you're not dealing with your emotions, and this can cause reflection. And reflection isn't such a bad thing, but when it becomes fear, when it starts to become fear, that's when you will have issues. So just be aware of that internalization and holding back your full self and full potential because of fear, because you don't deal with your emotions. And this is where it comes in with the Karma and the 7 of Wands, is having this constant battle within yourself, and also repeating cycles as well. There's that sense of having to repeat cycles over and over again. Okay, what does Pisces have to do to go down pathway number 1? What does Pisces have to do to go down pathway number 1? Okay, 9 of Cups. Yeah, so definitely dealing with your emotions, definitely sorting things out, definitely putting it out there into the universe and sorting out everything that is on your chest, everything that is on your heart, feeling those feelings, and then embracing those feelings at the same time. And once you embrace that sadness, embrace that feelings, and move past it, you can then move also stronger, because emotions can be seen as weakness, but it's also strength as well. You can be an emotional person and be extremely strong as well. So embrace that strength, embrace yourself, embrace everything about you. It is actually quite beautiful. What does Pisces have to do to go down pathway number 2? Okay, now this is about yourself again, because we have the 2 of Cups, and like I said, the 2 of Cups isn't necessarily to do with love. It can also be to do with self-love and loving yourself. And this is about loving yourself and finding that strength there, and knowing that you are good enough, you are worthy. Okay, What is the message, overall message for Pisces? Okay. Be aware of that karmic cycle returning. If you do not deal with it, it could come back to you. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse, which is quite interesting because we had, I don't know, the Three of Cups is, it's the Three of Wands. But we have this whole, recognize that your friends are there for you. You don't have to do everything by yourself. You don't have to be alone, okay? We do have this Knight of Cups as well, energy, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So in the end, everything will turn out okay. Like those that worry about love, love will come towards you when time is right, after you've done the work on yourself. So do your work on yourself and love will come. That is one of the messages that I'm getting. But even then, they still want you to love yourself and also do your work on yourself. And don't neglect your friendships. Don't neglect your friends. They are there for you. They are there to help you as well. Reach out for them. And be aware of breaking this karmic cycle. So I'm just going to pull an oracle card for you, Pisces, and let's see what the oracle has to say about this week. All right, so I have two, self-love. We're talking about self-love and self-love, help from above, but this help from above could also be to do with help from friends as well. So finding that self-love, the message is repeated again, having that self-love, but also getting help from people. Ask for help. You don't have to do this alone, and you don't have to be alone. Okay, so that is my message for you this week, Pisces. Have a great week and stay beautiful.